It is now my honor to welcome to the stage Daring Girls Executive Director, Jessica Love. Good evening. It's nice to see you all, and boy, do I wish you could have seen my face as I saw the numbers creeping up and up and up with ticket sales. It is incredible to see so many old faces, new faces, faces we haven't seen for a while that are back. It is just this amazing mix of people in the room who've helped break this organization what we are today, and I'm so grateful to all of you for helping us, maybe break the fire code tonight. So I am so excited to have you here because Daring Girls at Afrique, Glammy, all of the iterations of our organization have been through so much, starting with scholarships for 10 girls being the goal to now reaching more than 27,000, nearly 28,000 girls through now 4 countries. Yeah, that's worth applauding for sure. But it all started in Tanzania. It started with the vision of one girl who wanted to create change, and it turned into an entirely Tanzanian run and led organization that is helping thousands of girls across 3 regions in the country. They are iterating this program and making changes to help girls and support them in new ways that probably were never dreamed about when this program started. One of the things we've heard over the years as the organizations continue to grow in Tanzania were requests for schools saying, can you bring these programs here? Or even schools in other countries saying, can you bring the programs to my country, to my school? And a couple of years ago, we thought, what if we said yes? What if we tried this out and piloted one of the mentorship programs and took them to another country, worked through a local partner to implement the program, and let's see if it works. I mean, the challenges that you heard girls navigating in that video are not challenges unique to girls in Tanzania. They're challenges that girls unfortunately face in too many places. So we put out a call. We thought we'd get 20 applications of interest. We had a 2-week window. We sort of talked to people in advance. Our 2-week window of applications resulted in 200 organizations expressing interest, and then 75 organizations from 12 different African countries actually applying to take on one of these mentorship programs and partner with us. So we were blown away, but we knew we were onto something. And so in 2023, we took on our first partner in Kenya, an organization that I think started with maybe 40 girls between 2 schools. After that, we added partners in Zambia and Zimbabwe, and now we're serving girls. There will be of over 500 girls in those 3 countries just 3 years later, which is incredible. And the feedback is just always so remarkable to me. I just have some numbers to throw at you here. In Kenya, in 3 years of implementing the program, only 1 girl has dropped out of school, which I think is incredibly powerful. In Zimbabwe, thank you. In Zimbabwe, our partner there, the schools where they're implementing the programs, 32 first-year secondary school girls dropped out of school the year before the Binti Shupavu mentorship program started. The year after it started, they lost 1 girl between the 2 schools for an entire year, which is also incredible. Same results in Zambia. And so the programs are really taking off, and we're just seeing incredible results in terms of girls staying in school and wanting to complete their education and understanding that they can be what they want in their one and only life. I also really love how the partners are taking on this program and really making it their own and implementing things that other partners are learning from. For example, in Zimbabwe, they've implemented a program called My Sister's Keeper, where girls are paired and as classmates, as accountability partners. And so if one girl doesn't show up to school, the other girl's responsibility is to find out what happened and to make sure she comes back to school and to class. Our partner in Kenya has adopted that, which is so cool, and I love that they're sharing this. Another creative way that one generous donor in this room made possible, one of our partners, and our partner in Kenya is supporting girls by establishing cabinets that they're refilling with school supplies and hygiene materials and sanitary pads. So if a girl needs something, she can just go to the closet and get it. And that's because of a donor in this room. Another donor in this room supported the alumni programming in Tanzania that they make possible to girls who leave this program. And so all of you have come with bits and pieces and big ideas that are so welcome and have been so appreciated and have helped our partners grow and thrive in a lot of really exciting ways. Because this is not just about keeping girls in school, it's about supporting them holistically. And one of the things I really love about Glammy's work is that holistic support extends beyond graduation. So girls are supported through their lifetime, I think, really, with alumni opportunities to gain skills and do networking and learn business, entrepreneurial training, and things like that, which I think are really exciting. And you have an opportunity tonight to support some of those girls. If you head over to the boutique, we've got purses that were handmade by a woman named Fatuma, who was a graduate of the Binti Shupavu program, who did not score high enough test marks to continue her secondary education to the highest level of high school. So Glammy supported her, and she ended up getting sewing training and became a seamstress. And Glammy supported her with her seed funding to buy her very first sewing machine. And this was a couple years ago, and she's still in business today. And we just commissioned an order of really lovely purses. And so I hope you'll head over to the boutique tonight to check those out. And if you grabbed one of the Tanzania flag bracelets on the way in, those were also handmade and commissioned by alumni of the program who are doing the bead making as a side business to raise some extra money as they're going through school or doing it as a side job. So we can all continue to support, even all the way from the United States. So I'm grateful for all of you for doing that too. And I think just the last note that this is more than just skill building and leadership. It's really about skills that girls can apply right now. When I was in Tanzania in October, I spoke with a mentor who told me that one of her new Form 4 scholars, first-year girl in school, had been very shy and quiet, and finally she trusted her mentor enough to confide in her that her uncle had been abusing her. And so her mentor was able to help her with strategies she could apply right now to not go to his home and not be pressured to be with him alone, and to stand up to him and say, you can't do that, that's illegal, and I can report you to the police. And if someone isn't in your corner telling you that you can do these things, bad things continue to happen. And so what I love so much about these programs is it doesn't help girls in the future. It helps girls right now with the skills that some of them need. So thank you for making that possible, and just for all that you've enabled us to learn as we've grown and expanded these programs. I will say the most fun for me is always meeting alumni of the programs who are going on to do amazing things, including Nora Laser, who I will introduce tonight. Nora, if you want to start making your way up toward the stage. Nora lives in Houston, and it's amazing to me when I find out there's an alumna of the program living in the United States, so we jumped at the chance to bring her here tonight. But what I love so much about Nora's story is that she graduated from PISA Project in 2013, and she had kind of a path carved out that she planned for herself, but she had dreams, and then suddenly her dreams appeared right in front of her, ready for her to chase. And she will tell you about it, but I think this is truly the mark of one of the scholars that goes through these programs. These are girls who aren't afraid to chase their dreams, who aren't afraid to stand up and raise their hand and become what society maybe doesn't always tell them that they're supposed to. So with that, I invite Nora to join me on the stage. Thank you so much for being here, and she'll tell you what a daring girl she is.